Determination, they say, is the key driving force that allows individuals and group of people to achieve memorable feats by overcoming obstacles in order to achieve that key determined thing that they want to achieve in life. I'm talking about determination. Every other club side in the Premier League are doing what they need to do in order to notch the Premier League title. Every other club spend a lot of money between the 2023-2024 season, and now the 2025-2026 season is about to kick off again, and yet players are moving from one club to the other. And for Chelsea, they signed close to 8 players, and yet they have 42 players on loan. How would you say the signing they're making haven't paid them off, having won the Conference League, and having won also the Club World Cup, becoming the first club side in the history of football to win the Club World Cup, because since it was renamed as the Club World Cup. And Liverpool thinking that, we're not going to make it because Jurgen Klopp left. And somehow, the slot came in with a slot ball, and he made a fantastic, marquee tactical prowess that took them to the next level, and they nicked it. For Arsenal, the project is still on. Arsenal project is still on, 5 years and 6 months running. Arteta is still dilly-dallying on what to do to get the best of this resurgent Arsenal team. And let's go to the red. I'm just laughing, Something is not right with the red. Even when their roof is leaking, it's as if their dressing room too have an upheaval of challenges. It is either they sack a coach or they ask a player to leave. And now they've created a bomb squad where 5 players have been asked to leave, go and look for another club side to play for. Welcome to another edition of Offside, brought to you by Arsenal Fans Beat. I have a full house today. I have Mickey, the guy that said the Blues never lose.
The champion.
And on the other side, I have the diehard man, Danny. Yeah. For nothing, you're not going to take United support away from him.
Yeah, that's the Red Devils for us.
And I have an unflinching man that predicted at the beginning of the season that Liverpool is going to win the league. And we all laughed at him and said, what are you saying? Ahmed, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
And we have the big fish in the house who've been doing formidable things for Arsenal fans in Sierra Leone. Talking about Hospi. He is the chairman of Arsenal Sierra Leone Supporters Chapter. And again, he is part of our team. Hospi, you're welcome.
Great to be here.
Good. And I'm your humble self, yours sincerely, Kennedy. Today we're going to be dabbling into a lot of stuff because we're looking at the things that are happening in various club sides and what are we going to do this season? Who is going to nick it? Who is doing it better? So, where should I start from? Let's start from the man that is the Club World Cup champion, Mickey. Mickey, your team have signed 8 players. Talking about Mamadou Sarr, Estavio, there's Gittins, there is Delap, and a host of other players. 8 players. And you guys have 42 players yet on loan. How do you think that Enzo Maresca is going to get out of this wood? Because it's a huge challenge for him. It is his call. It is Todboli's call. The money is there. You guys are spending it. So far, you spent 434.4 million pounds within the 2023-2024 season. And now, you're hitting the landmark again with 8 players already signed. And yet, you are still in the market. So tell us, what do you think you guys are doing that is not correct or that is going to help you guys, take you guys to the next level?
Yes, I think with our signings, we still got one on the way coming. I think Javi also, so we say 9. I want to boost our midfield. Coming to the signings of player, I think it's really concerning. But in another sense, is the squad is very big, very large. The one thing that gets us this level is because we got choices on the bench. Like every player, every time you take one player off or one player got injured, you got another man that can come in and fit it. I think that's helped us. Because if you think of our squad, the experience is not there. But the numbers. So I think that's what helped us go through. But as you said, it's a very challenging task for the manager, also for the club, because in terms of markets, in terms of transfer, in terms of sales of player, it has to come back to us. See, Kepa, we bought how many million, and we just auction him out. These are some of the negative feedback coming up. Look at Ricardo Modric. How many millions we spend on him? How many years contract is being banned from football? So this is all the side effect. Look at so many players. Stanley, we are also finding a spot for him so he can get a chance. But all said and done, I feel the success and the unity and the spirit within the club, I think, is good and it's positive, and that's going with us.
Okay, thank you. The success, the unity, and the spirit is taking the club to the next step. Coming to you, Danny, that is one thing that is missing in United's camp. United have sacked close to 8 coaches, talking about even the caretaker coaches and the likes of them. And you guys have sacked a lot of marquee coaches, talking about Van Gaal, talking about Mourinho, talking about a lot of coaches you guys have sacked, and yet you've rubbished a lot of coaches, and yet you're rubbishing players. When you look at a team like United that decide to send 5 key players, and these were players that helped United when United went down the drain, and all of a sudden, Ruben Amorim feels that this is not the time. I don't want you guys. You guys should look for greener pastures. And yet, we also found out that Jim Ratcliffe decided to sack about 450 backroom staff in order to reduce costs at the Old Trafford. And yet, you spent close to £140 million on 2 players. And yet, these guys are coming with marquee salaries. So, where do you think it is Uhuru for United, having signed 3 players so far? Yes, £140 million on 3 players, Leon, Cunha, and Brian Bemo. Where do you think is going to be the key significant position where you guys are going to say that you guys are getting things right this season?
I think for a very long time, we have not been signing players that are primarily proven players. So I think that's the only thing that they've gotten right so far, as far as I'm concerned. When you take a look at Matthias Cunha, Mbeumo, they are bringing a lot of goal threat to the team, something that was missing a long time ago. Because if you take a look at the likes of Rashford and Sancho, Anthony, and Garnacho, they squandered a lot of chances. We lost out on a lot of trophy because we couldn't convert our chances. We had chances created. Bruno is the highest creating midfielder chances in the Premier League so far. But so far, they have not been able to convert those chances. But with Mbeumo and Cunha in our team, there might be a possibility for us to be able to convert some of those chances to goals, which at the end of the day will help us, because I'm not counting on our present strikers because I know they will not do anything. Højlund for me is dead. They should look for somebody else to fit in that shoe. I think that's the only place where they have gotten it right. They made one mistake also that they did with Maguire. Maguire coming in, they gave him the captain's armband, which was a wrong decision. It created a rift within the squad, which actually led to those type of 2 different camps between the team as a whole. And they have done the same for Matthias Cunha coming in. They gave him the number 10 jersey, which I think is a very wrong approach in the first place, because at that time, Rashford was still in the team.
Right.
They could have waited for Rashford to leave and join Barcelona, and then we can just hand him the jersey.
So it goes a long way to show the same disrespect you guys showed to the likes of De Gea.
Thank you. That's exactly what they are doing now. And I think most of the other players who are within the squad, this decision doesn't sit right with them. They might not be opportune to actually voice out what they are feeling or what is going on in their head right now, but they have something to say in that regard. I think they are missing it all over again. And that is one thing they need to stop. United, with regards to squad, we have players. But if we keep making wrong decisions from the management side, I don't see things changing anytime soon. No matter how many coaches they are going to bring, even with desire to come in with Arteta, Ruben Amorim, and then Pep Guardiola, as long as there is a divided camp, it's still going to happen over and over and over again.
Okay.
Performance will still be below
as long as
what we are
there's a
expecting.
divided camp, the challenges that are united will persist. Now, coming to Liverpool, Arne Slot came in with the Arne Slot ball. You were the one that made us realize first the Arne Slot ball. We're looking at what's special about Arne Slot ball. But we only felt that the guy came into a system that is already working, and what he just did, the only thing that we saw that he changed, for me personally, was bringing Gravenberch into that midfield role and asking him to sit in front of the defense.
Yeah.
So he was like a destroyer and a ball distributor. That was the only marketing that he did. But so far this season, you guys seems to be on the uprise trajectory on the signing of players. You spent £295.5 million so far on players. And do you think that bringing in this reinforcement is going to take you guys to the next level? Just like you mentioned off camera, you said that you guys are going to win the Premier League again. Or did I not hear you well? Or did I hear you well? Okay. So let's hear how you guys are going to go about this.
First of all, we're already in the next level. We just want to be in another higher level.
Where no team can catch you guys, eh?
Yeah. So bringing in all these players is like, and the slot is now trying to build his own team. Like people, we are always saying, oh, that's club team, that's club team. Now it's trying to do something different. So you see, like, for example, the likes of Darwin Núñez. Núñez was a Johnny club player, and he wasn't given the type of things that Arne Slot was
expecting from him.
Yeah. So now we brought in Ekitike. Ekitike now is coming directly in a team that is expecting what he is bringing. You know, because we have this guy Edward. Edward, whenever he's signing players that fit in to the data.
Yeah, because you guys use a lot of data analysis.
That Firmino type of
player,
striker, yeah. And Ekitike fits exactly that role. He's a ball playing striker. So you see, and we also brought in again Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz is a type of midfield number 10 that needed all this right. But this guy, Szoboszlai, is not happening. Szoboszlai is not producing what we were expecting from number 10. So you see now, the last match we played, and Slot played him as a right back. Automatically, he's trying to tell us that, oh, I've already got my man, Florian Wirtz, for the number 10 position. Now, Szoboszlai is going to be someone that I will deploy in whatever position I want him. So you see now we've got this guy Gyökeres, because Robert's team is already old.
So basically what you guys are doing is just restricting the area and take your game to the next level.
Yeah, and we are trying to settle in. We are trying to improve some of the areas that we
okay, just holding there with your improvement. We'll see how you guys are going to improve. Mm-hmm. Hello viewers. Don't forget you're still on Offside, and don't forget to like, to subscribe, and to keep on sharing this channel, because we're building a larger community together. I'm coming to talk about strengthening. Arsenal have been on the upward trajectory, and yet I will also say they go topsy-turvy, having gotten very close to nicking the title on 3 occasions, and somehow they fluttered. At the point when everyone, even the ignorant man on the street, knows that the only thing United Arsenal needed was to get a marquee striker. Just get, at the point I said, look, if Arsenal can get a one-legged player that can score goals, that will score the striker, they will win the Premier League. But somehow, the board knows better, they didn't do it. And we could see that right there on every press conferences, Arteta was skillfully and tactfully telling fans, I need a striker. And somehow, they've been able to nick it, getting their man, finally. They call him Viktor Gyökeres. And there's one man that's been so passionate and they believe so much about Arsenal. And so far, we're going to be hearing from him. From what Arsenal have done so far, Hospi, do you think that this is the time for Arsenal to go and say, we are laying a marker to win the Premier League?
Yeah, it's obvious. In fact, it's a worst kept secret in club football that Arsenal needed a striker. All this why uh, we could have fared better in previous seasons if we had a top striker. But I also want to lower the expectations of some of our fans that, in as much as we are making some of the signings, as we've already had, our rivals are already strengthening themselves. So this is not an immediate guarantee that Arsenal is going to notch the Premier League. We are going to clinch trophies all over the place because other teams are not lying low as it is.
Right.
We have spent around £142 million on few of these players, and hopefully we are going to add few personnel to the dressing room as well. It's an exciting moment as an Arsenal fan to have a player in the mold of Gyökeres who only wanted Arsenal. This is just the impact we are seeing of the change in culture at the club from top level downwards. And I was talking with the cameraman off camera before now that I don't see Man United having a coaching problem. It's an institutional problem.
Yeah.
They'll keep recycling these coaches, but if they don't address the nitty-gritties, the very little things that eat up the fabric of the institution, they will continue revolving coaches forever. They will not move forward. And that is something that Arteta got to do when he came first at Arsenal. I think he has done a lot, in my opinion. Though most of our fans are crying for trophies, for them that is a marker of success. But I think behind closed doors, in the upper room, in the dressing room, the atmosphere has changed. And that is something you like to see. Few years back then, players were not willing to come to Arsenal. They don't even want to be linked to Arsenal. Where you hear players crying out, it's only Arsenal, it's only Arsenal. So you can even imagine the Gyökeres connection with Amorim, his former coach. They have a very good relationship. But yet still, that could not steer his path to Man United. He only want to come to Arsenal. For me, that's a success story. One stone at a time. This is the foundation we're building for the long term. I'm excited about the signing of Gyökeres and few of our new players, and I'm still hopeful that one or two more could walk through the door. But equally so, let's bear in mind that our rivals are strengthening, and Liverpool have been very strategic. At times we get confused with the signings Chelsea do. You'll be looking up, why again? But if you look at what is happening at Chelsea, the trajectory is moving in a positive direction as it is right now. So they are also a team to be aware of. Man City has been coupling up their errors that they've done in previous seasons, and they're also improving. Liverpool is there, and I know that Pep will be so hungry to go back for the Premier League title, and Slot will not want to lie back low because, in my opinion, he does not want people to get primed up on the thought that he inherited his squad and that is the basis of his success. Now he wants to make his footprint at Liverpool. So with all of these things happening around, I don't want Arsenal fans to get too overjoyous because at the end of the day, these are the yardsticks they will be using to assess Arteta. That, he wanted a striker, we got him a striker, and yet he failed to win the Premier League. They are feeling that in as much as we are improving on our squad quality, other teams are doing the same. So it's going to be a very difficult season. And I think this is one of the reasons why the Premier League is the best league in the world as it is right now. And I'm very excited for an entertaining season to have some of the best players on the planet plying their trade in the Premier League. I can't wait to get started.
Okay, I can't wait to get started. Now I'm coming to you, our fellow Londoner. Yes. Because when you guys won the Club World Cup, we celebrated you guys and you guys belong to the London Club. Yes. Okay, now, coming to what the speech just said, he seems to be evading the question that will be coming to all of us here. At the end of the season, we spent money, whether we like it or not. Every other team in the Premier League is threatening one way or the other. Do you think that it is proper? Because everyone is really against Chelsea's expenditure. And now he also mentioned it, that the key thing is that you guys are moving in the right direction. Talking about the kind of players you are signing for the future, and somehow you are beginning to nick stuff. Because there's no point in you signing players and you're not winning trophy. Just like they say, Arsenal know they win trophy. So, but now, do you think it's correct in trying to evade the fact that Arteta should not be judged by the yardstick of the fact that he's been giving Viktor Gyökeres and giving a couple of players? He has Zubimendi, he has Noni Madueke, and hopefully he's going to be nicking Eberechieze if the board decides to go towards that direction. Do you think it would be proper not to really put the lamb marker on Arteta's shoulder and say, if you fail to win a trophy, it is on your shoulders? As a London club side.
Oh, of course, every club has their own mentality as they build it. But I feel if you should take your child to school and provide all the books and all the resources, and at the end of the academic year, your child is coming home with a failed result, will you be happy as a parent to embrace the child? So that's the question of the just get to make. So I think that's the last side.
Okay.
So that's what I want to say about that. I'm taking it back.
You want to react to that?
I want to react to this. I know our fan base. I know their expectations. And I also know how they can kill some of these people in public. They needle them in public, bashing them for their expectations. So for me, I'm just saying, lower your expectation. If it happens, it happens. I'm a passionate Arsenal fan. I want successes for my team. I want us to clinch all of the trophies. But in hindsight, let us don't forget that other clubs are also improving on their squad. The Chelsea team you saw last season is not going to be the same Chelsea this season. They have improved a lot. So if we still think that the same Chelsea we saw last season are the same Chelsea side, we are improving on our squad, so we are going to have a walk in the park. No. Okay. These teams are improving. That's my point.
Okay.
So lower your expectations, in as much as we're expecting to clinch trophies, but let us also realize that teams are improving.
Okay.
And it's only going to get tougher.
Okay, why teams are improving and it's only going to get tougher? What's your assertion based on what Hospi said and what Nikki countered him on?
Okay, for me personally, I think just like what Hospi said, other teams are improving. And you shouldn't ignore that. But nonetheless, we all know like Arsenal had a problem, which was a striker. And now they have one of, I would say, one of the most refined striker in European football. So I think in that regard, Arsenal, let me don't say they will win the Premier League. They have a chance of winning the Premier League. But it shouldn't be in a case wherein they will go to a point and then on the 11th hour, they start dragging their feet, falling back, even fighting for third or second position, just like what happened this season. That will be a slap on their face. I think they should give a very good fight. When I mean a very good fight, just like what Liverpool did with Man City. Even to the last day, it was just 1 point. Everybody will know, if the season ends like that for Arsenal, they will know like Arteta did his best and it was a good fight. You can't say you lose and then you got 10 punches, you only threw 1 punch. And then you said it's a fair fight. You didn't do anything. You are just lying back. So I don't want Arsenal to be lying back. I want them to give a very good fight. They have a very good chance in winning the Premier League. There is no joke about it. They have a very, very good chance. But Liverpool, please, don't rule them out.
And I am glad this is coming from a rival fan. Because this has been like the platform they've been using against Arsenal fans saying, now when I be saying when I win, you said you are going to win all the trophies. Now it's coming from them. And for me, I'll also say, we are lowering our expectation. Not like we don't want to win these trophies. And our problem was not only about a striker. You also know that we lacked depth in squad.
Squad.
Yeah.
So at some point in the season, these guys were falling off their forms. And that is what the team is trying to address right now. So for me, you saw Liverpool, they went injury free, but they had a very good squad. At some point last season, I was even comparing our squad depth to even Aston Villa. So even Newcastle, they had very good squad depth than Arsenal. But yesterday we were struggling up there to maintain our position, vying for the first spot, but we didn't get that. So my point is, we are expecting to be successful this season. But as an Arsenal fan who don't want to be referenced to say, now when I be saying that we know,
No, please.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
I'm lowering our expectation for everyone.
No, you're lowering lower your own expectation. Lower your own expectation. Ken, what I'm saying is this, please, if Arsenal is not going to win the Premier League, please, they should have something to write home about. Because if you don't have anything to write home about, I don't know what the guys are doing. Yeah, no.
You are slowing down the standards, right?
No,
The
expectation.
Yes, but obviously, so many Arsenal fans have already raised up the standard. They already very more voiceful.
Yes, I've been seeing a lot of statuses and everything.
Striker.
Yes.
Who doesn't know this symbol now?
Yeah.
I have excitement about who we sign.
That will finally.
Do you know what some of your supporters are saying about the first game in Old Trafford? They are saying they are going to thrash us 5-0. Just imagine.
That is an opinion, and I have not seen that yet. From evidences in this room, as we sit here,
Yeah.
the other Arsenal fan sitting here being interviewed is saying, I'm lowering my expectation.
Okay.
You are expecting us to win. I say there are no more excuses. You are also saying it's possible Arsenal is going to win trophies. Fine and good. Thank you for your wishes.
Okay, let's hear what Ned from Liverpool has to say.
Arsenal, they are making the same mistake they have been.
How?
Gyökeres, you guys just sign player without using data. It's not the type of number 9 you guys need in the squad.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
So what kind of
Benjamin
number?
Sesko would have been a better fit.
You needed someone that would blend with the midfield, someone that is a ball playing attacker.
Okay, that takes us to another level now because you brought a new dimension. Okay, let me ask you this question: comparing Benjamin Sesko and Viktor Gyökeres, this is no because that's what you're saying, and that Arsenal have made a mistake in bringing in a Gyökeres rather than Sesko. One, we look at Sesko's age, but the question is, Arsenal is at the point where they need to win something. They're not looking at building again. The building process is gone. If you look at the trajectory before of signing, it used to be young players. Nobody would have expected us to remain a 26-year-old to be playing for Arsenal to sign him, or 27-year-old Gyökeres will be signed. Before we're looking at that age, but that age did not help Arsenal. Even when they signed the likes of Lukonga, where's Lukonga today?
So you guys have decided to change your trajectory.
You're looking at the player that will come in and hit the ground running. And Gyökeres, this is a player with an ambition. He said, I have an unfinished business in the Premier League. And if you look at the trajectory of his growth in scoring this number of goals, it's not like he just started scoring bullish goals.
No, what he is trying to say, Sporting CP, they are not a possession-based team.
No, but
they are more of an attacking team. Yes.
No, they
play more of attack.
Yeah.
Yes.
They possess.
Can you compare them to RB Leipzig?
Of course.
No, RB Leipzig is a more possession-based team than them.
Portuguese and Spanish teams are renowned for playing that possession-based.
No, but he
going to get that. Ken.
No, he plays.
Ken.
Yes.
I want him to be worried about Ekitike.
Okay.
True.
Because if you are talking about data here, even Nketiah had better goal scoring record than
Ekitike.
Whom we spent over 90. No. You are worried about Gyökeres for us here.
Data I'm talking about is
Which data?
Okay, let's hear him. What's the data? Let's hear him.
For you to come and blend immediately with the team. That's what I'm trying to say.
No,
the data
in playing style.
Yes.
Yes.
Then we are looking at something also
Did you watch Arsenal versus Lisbon? You watched them? Did you see what Gyökeres did? That he was coming to the defense to even pick ball to defend and was having a bounce on Saliba and Gabriel. He was taking them on the run. Not that he was waiting for ball to come to him. He was involved in play. And for a player to have scored the number of goals he scored and the number of assists, look at the number. Where did Bruno Fernandes come from? Where did Deco come from? I did something recently that said, where did Nani, Deco, Bruno, Ronaldo, where did these players come from? Where did Bernardo Silva come from? These guys are performing.
That have failed. Of course, it's obvious. But also, okay, now let's forget about the league. Let's talk about this international form.
So the guy
is from the Portuguese league.
The guy
is better than Isaac, who is
a bad player.
No. From what you are saying, you are talking about player playing in transition, how we play. The guy can also play in transition.
Let's look at the data here.
What I'm trying to say is that Sesko will have been the better.
Okay, come on, guys.
Okay, you want them to start Sesko?
We never went for him.
So he was a better player.
They wanted Isak or Ugo.
Isak was available. So we went for someone closer to.
And now the Isak you are talking about. International.
Okay, guys, calm down. Let me tell you.
No. Gyökeres is a better player.
For sure.
Scorer than Isak at international level.
No, yeah, sure.
Forget about the club side. So
even the club side is a better goal scorer than.
And at the international level, Isak is playing number 9 role.
No, he's on.
And the guy plays
For Sweden, Isak is playing number 10 and Gyökeres is playing number 9.
No, Isak is playing up front.
Up front. Isak is up front.
Yeah.
Look at some of the goals. He didn't. No.
In fact,
Gyökeres plays more on the wing. Gyökeres plays more on the wing. Gyökeres plays more on the wing. If you look at the goals Isak scored, most of the passes came from Gyökeres.
Yes.
Gyökeres will give him the pass, look for him and give him the pass, he will score.
Now, you guys are saying all this because you have already signed
Okay.
Let's go to the point.
You asked a very interesting question.
Yeah.
And I feel that's a touching point we need to discuss. You asked if the fans could judge Arteta or the club at the end of the season.
Yes.
They have every
right.
Every right.
No,
Regardless of opinion or outcome.
Of course.
Every right. Let's take Arteta specifically as the manager. I think he's been the longest serving after Wenger.
No, after Unai Emery.
Oh, you know how many seasons?
Emery was just like.
No. He said the longest
The longest serving.
Longest serving. After Wenger,
Yes. Arteta.
He's going 6 seasons now.
6 seasons. And what he has won, Silva's medal, just I think the FA Cup in all his
And the Community Shield.
Yes, Community Shield also. So fans are expecting much. You can see the performance, but at the end of this point, what did Arsenal want? Everybody says striker. Now we've given you a striker. All what the fans expect this season, Arteta go over the line.
I have a question for you.
Let's cross over the line.
I have a question for you.
Before the question, let me come back. Yeah. I can tell you this. At the end of the season, if Arteta do not get over the line, I think
He should call for his head. Yeah.
He don't have to make a decision.
The jury should be out for him. I'm one of those that believe that the jury should be out for him.
That Arsenal will one day come or to really make the decision.
Because
we can tell you, I can give examples. We've seen clubs.
Not just, he doesn't need to win the
We've
league.
seen people building.
He just needs to win the trophy.
He just needs to win the trophy.
Yes.
If he doesn't win anything, they will go for
You
his
need to
head.
win a major trophy, not FA Cup.
Not FA Cup, a major trophy.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
If Arteta had the spoils of Chelsea at his disposal for these 6 seasons, do you think he could have been more successful than this?
Definitely.
No, I can't agree on that. No.
So do you think Maresca is a coach?
No, they did
No,
not.
Maresca is not a better coach than Arteta.
So let's say Arteta was coaching.
Chelsea, and he had the players, the laxity of
All
players.
this luxury
Lots
of
of
players
players,
and went
yeah.
at his disposal.
They would have done
Do you think
better.
Arteta could have been successful than he is now at Arsenal?
Yes, he would have.
So
No, it's a yes or no.
no, it's not just a yes or no.
No, it's a yes or no.
It's a yes or no.
Yes.
No, it's not been.
No, answer it's a yes or no.
No, I just said. Okay, with all.
Don't forget the mic.
Yeah.
So with all the personnel that Chelsea has, the player personnel, the enormous wealth that they have in terms of players and riches, that the owner can just pump in money on checks to support the manager. If Arteta was at Chelsea with all these resources around him, do you think he could have been more successful than he is now at Arsenal?
Do you think that Arteta will be in Chelsea for 6 years without a trophy?
No, you can't ask a question.
No,
with a question.
that's no.
No, he's asking you a very
yes or
simple
no
thing.
question.
It's a yes or no.
Answer the question before you ask.
Don't ask the question with the
Do you
question.
think that Arteta would have been successful having the luxury of players that Enzo Maresca has? Good. That's
all he wants.
So when you come to that, we know that Chelsea owners, they are bullish in sacking just like United. So the question now is, you've answered it, that Arteta would have been more successful if he had been in Chelsea. Now coming to the point, because we're looking at how to go about it, and the key thing that Danny have said and Ospi have said is that there has to be a trophy in place. And Ahmed here is saying it's not just a trophy. It has to be a major trophy, either the Premier League or the Champions League. You cannot give Arsenal an FA Cup, because when you have mediocre players, you want FA Cup. So you cannot have the luxury of players you have today. What Arsenal have today is a formidable team that they have.
Maybe an FA Cup and Carabao Cup.
No. That would be as far as I'm concerned, it would be a failure. The jury should be out for him.
No, but I think like if he can win those two trophies, things will be soft for him.
He has to
compared to he didn't win anything at all.
See, winning FA Cup. I want us to agree to look at this. Winning FA Cup and Carabao Cup, as far as I'm concerned, will be a failure for Arsenal this season.
No, Mr. No, that's not a failure.
These are not major trophies.
What do you mean?
No, you won.
Why do you feel Arsenal as a high and mighty team?
My take here is that when you have mediocre players,
just for you to even finish with one of those trophies.
No, when you have
of asking for two.
It has to be high.
That's my point.
No, you are wrong. What he's saying, he's been
Arteta here. He said they are now.
The guy is being.
Everything is completely wrong. Are you arguing Nottingham Forest or Premier League?
No, but I think what he's saying.
Are you arguing Newcastle don't
know about certain things? Because let me tell you something.
I'm lying.
Okay, let me say something.
We must.
Let me say something.
Don't put 5 things. Let me 10.
Let
me say something. Yeah.
No, you have to. The jury needs to be out for him.
Let me say something. You sacking Arteta doesn't.
No, you're not sacking. The jury should be out for him.
Let me say something. The expectation you guys are going with, you are looking as if the other teams they are not prepared at all.
No, see, every season. Okay, guys. Hold on. Can we calm now? Now, everyone embarks on a competition knowing that his or our opponent is ready. It's just like when we go to write exam in exam. Everybody go to read. But it depends on who reads best or better that comes out top. Everybody goes into the exam. There's no season that the club sides have not been buying and selling. Even United that are not in Europe today have got 3 key players.
Yes.
Let me ask you something.
So will you tell me because you guys are not in Europe, that's why you guys are not doing well? Your expectation is high.
No, I expect us to do well this season because we are not playing in Europe.
So my take here, hold on. My take here is that when Arteta walked through Sober Training Center, his statement is that there's going to be a change. I want to win the Premier League and the Champions League. And he said, trust the process. From the outset, we've trusted the process, or rather, the Arsenal fans have trusted the process, and somehow the process kicked off in a good way until COVID came and nullified a lot of things that he was supposed to do. Now it's like going back 1 year backwards. and started again on a good note. What did he do? If you recall at the outset, what Hospi said, he said, look, that the guy has brought a lot of changes and the culture have changed in the club. So what are the fans expecting? If I'm a fan there, is that we're expecting to start putting the cherry on the cake, which is the trophy. He came and gave the Arsenal fans a dossier of what it looks like to win a trophy by winning the FA Cup, winning Community Shield. In the second season, third season again, you won Community Shield. Everybody said, okay, we're moving in the right direction. And you came first, you came second, you came third. There was one thing you were supposed to do to cross the line. Even the lame man on the street say, after watching that, I say, bro, this people, they need striker. Now, just striker, they just need bro. January came, they did not sign. They were expecting that Jesus that got injured was going to get better and come back from injury. He never came back. Nketiah played the role and goals came from everywhere second season. And it was, the goals is coming from everywhere. Do we even need a striker? And they went to third season. And somehow the man that they took from Chelsea, that they didn't sign as a striker, came and started doing stuff. He got injured again. And the next thing, you brought in Mikel Merino to play as a striker. You cannot give what you don't have. Now you have that thing that everybody has been crying for. A marquee striker. It doesn't matter whether Viktor Gyökeres is from which league? From Moon League. The thing is that he's a striker.
Okay, Ken.
And he's informed.
He's informed. So bring your tactical know-how.
What if, let me backtrack to what Mary was saying.
Yes.
What if Gyökeres does not hit the ground running as soon as possible?
Whose fault is that?
What if?
You as a coach,
I'm asking you, how you say whose fault is that?
It's the coach.
Is the coach?
Yes. It's the manager. You should be able to say, okay, if I'm Arteta, if I'm going to start the season, I'm not going to put the pressure on Gyökeres. If I'm going to play him, I'll bring him in gradually. Start bringing him gradually. First match, you can even play like 20 minutes towards the end of the game. Let you have the taste and start feeling
Let
it.
me just qualify this statement from you.
He's the manager.
Of Jackson, is it the manager's fault? When he misses open goals and good chances,
It's still the manager. No, it's still the manager's fault. It is.
Who bears the pressure?
No.
Guys, is it the manager's fault?
It is the manager's fault. Because you signed him. Wait, you signed Jackson. You have Jackson. Put him. Those days we used to have a Mourinho.
Okay, let's
We used
go.
to have an Arteta. We used to have. Wait, hold on. We used to have a Fergie. That will not put you on extra training and show you videos of what you're not doing correctly.
yes, he had failures.
No.
Yes. Let me give you an instance.
Mourinho failed under Mourinho.
No, Mourinho was impatient.
Now,
He
You are saying the coach can bring up the player.
That is what we are saying. Then you ask the player. That is still the coach's call.
All right. So
When you don't want to take story, ask the guy.
Against Paris Saint-Germain,
Yes,
when Martinelli missed those chances, was it Arteta's fault?
it's still Arteta's fault
How?
because Martinelli played that same football season after season. Martinelli will take the ball and keep running at a wing. He knows he cannot dribble Danny. He knows that I've tried Danny 3 times. He's still doing the same thing. Tell him, I don't want you to do this. Why do you think Bukayo Saka, when he suddenly realized that he's been doubled up by 3 defenders, that he's no longer trying to go to the wing again, he comes to the midfield. Then you put him on the bench.
For who?
Put him on the bench.
For who? For
That is why you
That
need.
is where the squad that comes in.
So, he still comes to the court. We'll send him here, Danny. Hold on, my brother. We'll send him here time to time number that when they don't give you what you want, walk away. The sky is, is on the horizon for him. You walk away. Let the ball. If you're not playing according to the script of the ball, tell them, if you're not going to give me what I want, I'm walking away. If you are still accepting the bullshit they are giving you, I'm sorry for my language, it means that you are playing hook, line, and sinker with it. That's why the likes of Mourinho will tell you. You remember what Mourinho said when he left United? He said, I made a mistake. I should have done a surgical operation.
Yeah.
He took it upon himself. He said it was my error. You would have cleared people.
Carries 80%.
Now,
He's the manager.
Now,
That's true.
because
Ken here,
is not
Ken
performing.
sitting
their
here.
performance and form.
Ken
Okay,
sits-
I can give you an example.
Ken
Let's
sitting
go
here.
back.
Let me just Ken here. Let me get Ken. Ken sitting here has been busy blasting the owners of.
I blast the owners. Yes, I do. As manager.
But also he realizes that there is an emotional aspect of Arteta's reign at Arsenal.
Who begged you to have emotional aspects?
Wait, don't you think that?
Who is begging you to support Arsenal?
No. Who begged you to have emotional aspects? Leave. It's your feeling. It's your feeling. Okay, guys.
I think we are here to discuss you guys, eh?
Okay, now. Let's come to the point now. Thank you. That's a heated one. Now, we want to be looking at the last aspect we're going to be looking at is where we think our things, and we need to be very direct and honest with this. I don't want anybody to come and tell me if we do this. You have to be honest where you think your team is going to end. Just like Hospi said, every other team is threatening, and that is why he's taking it nice and easy. I don't want my expectations to overrule my sense of reasoning and all that, because Chelsea has threatened, Liverpool has threatened, United has threatened, and United is still doing the same thing. Man City is still doing the same thing. So at the end of the day, you find out that everybody is formidable in the forthcoming 2025-2026 season. Now the key question is, I'm going to be starting with you, Danny. Looking at United, you have Ruben Amorim, one of the youngest coaches in Europe. And you guys feel, yeah, it's an exciting coach. You guys feel that he's the man that will come and do the dogged thing and do what nobody expected him to do. Fine. In his first season, it took you guys to the finals of Europa Cup finals. And now he lost it. And everybody blamed him because of his tactical approach to that game. Now, with the players you have nicked, because it is not every day that we see a club side that is in Europe, that is not in Europe, signing marquee players. The two key players you have signed that are top players, whether we like it or not, Brian Bemo and Cunha, as well as Diego Leon. So where do you think United is going to end this season? No commentations, though. Just give us straight.
Now, with the way our team is playing, or with the team that we have.
You are trying to put cherry on the cake.
No, I'm not putting cherry.
Yeah.
Allow me. I'm coming. I don't see us. Remember the last time I told you I don't see European football for our team. Okay. But this time around, the reason why I'm betting on European football, because I think we don't have a lot of competition to compete in, and we have enough time to rest, which means our team will not be injury prone compared to last season. So it simply means we have time to fight for some of the positions in the league. Like I'll give you a range between fourth.
No, you have to be direct. Don't give us.
No, I can't give specific. I can't give specific.
You have the floor, eh? Okay,
no, I can't give specific.
Okay.
I'm just giving you a range.
Okay.
But I think like from fourth to seventh position.
Okay.
That is where we'll
So that means you guys are going to come back to Europe. Whether
yes,
you like it or not,
whether it's Conference Europa, but I know we'll be going.
Let me come to the man that predicted at the beginning of the 2023-2024 season. He said, we are going to win the league. And we're like, is this man normal? You were there that dinner, right? So, and he got it right. So where do you think, because you said that you guys are strengthening to the next level, and that is what Arne Slot is doing now. Where do you think Liverpool, with the signing of Ekitike, Frimpong, Gyökeres, and the likes of them, where do you think Liverpool will end the season?
Well, I think with all these signings, we are going to be even better. Now, we are not just playing for Liverpool, we are playing for Diogo Jota. The spirit is in the players. Whatever we are doing it for Diogo Jota. So I think we're going to end up winning treble this year.
Okay, treble.
Yeah.
Wow. That's huge.
Champions League.
Oh.
The Londoner.
Yes.
The Blues. They say, okay, you completed it. Okay. Tell us where you guys, with 42 players on loan, with a bomb squad, and 8 players newly signed, where do you do? Because there is confusion, there is chaos. And yet, don't forget that they have a penalty that is hanging on their neck. Because if you guys don't play according to the rules of the PSL,
they'll find them again.
As you guys are going to be fined again.
Finding them is not easy. They just points deduction.
Yes, send them to
I think it's deliberate.
Relegate them. But unfortunately, I will not subscribe to that because we saw a team with 115 point charges and still giggling about it. So
nothing has been
nothing has been done. It's taking years
yet.
now.
Yes, but
it was supposed to be in January, and now we are.
Don't worry. I told you the last time. It's the same thing for Thomas Partey. It was delayed. Not that something they can't do anything about it. No, but they are taking their time to do it because at that time it will have hurt us now. So it's the same thing I told you the last time. They didn't do anything because at that time Man City was the only performing English team in the Champions League.
Okay, now we have multiple now. So
now we have Chelsea doing okay.
Okay.
And also you guys will start doing okay because I know Arsenal will start performing and then Liverpool will be up there. You will see they will deal with Man City.
Okay. Tell us where your team is going to end.
Our team is always full of controversies, opinion, debates. We are coming from a laughing stock to becoming champions. So if people want to laugh, they can laugh. Yes, of course, we spend how many billion we get. But at the end of the day, when you look, are they getting results? Yes. That's the load.
So tell us where the Blues are going to end.
Taking into consideration, based on the performance, like I tell you, the performance, the discipline, the love, and the passion I'm seeing. For the first time, I see Jackson. It feels very much threatened in his position. 2 or 3 years back, it was not. You just played carelessly. You see the likes. Everybody look replaceable now in the squad. So I feel going into the season, we are going to be competing. I cannot tell you who finish first or win the Premier League.
This man, you are saying no. Don't sit no.
I will say that in January.
The point here, everyone is making a point. The man made it. Don't throw the line off. Yes. This man, I know why we can accept this guy.
He was Vuvuzela just now.
Yes.
Said Arsenal should win. My brother,
guy, give us a
win. No, you should win.
Don't dilly-dally. Yes. Don't dilly-dally. Just go straight to the point. You are Club World Cup champions.
Yes.
You are in Conference League champions. What is the next thing?
What I can tell you.
Yes.
By the end of the season, Chelsea is not going to Scotland. We are going with silver.
Which position?
Which position?
In the EPL.
In the EPL, we are not going to do anything outside the top 4.
Okay, thank you.
Regardless of our performance.
Thank you very much. That's what we want to hear.
That's
why you've been going around the world. Something that you are very straight.
Don't be surprised. His coach made a statement when they were first in the league that they are not going to win the league. Mm-hmm. And then Liverpool took over. So I'm not surprised.
Okay, now
they want to play mind game to win Premier League. It doesn't work.
Okay, now we come to the main one.
Yes.
The team that has got this man. Tell us.
I'll help you celebrate now. Yes.
Osfi.
I'll help you celebrate.
We have a full house.
Declare.
You told us.
And I'm going to
earlier on other episodes that when Arsenal signed the right kind of players, that you can now point out where Arsenal will finish. And as I'm sitting here, I can tell you that based on your expectation, Arsenal have signed the right kind of players that you are looking for. There's only one signing remaining, which is the Berry Chase. Whether he comes in or not, maybe we'll go for Rodrigo, is it?
Yeah.
Of Real Madrid. So now you tell us, where do you expect? Because you'll be the one telling us that no, we should lower our expectation. Where do you expect Arsenal to end at the end of 2025, 2026?
Gyökeres, Man United is waiting.
All right. So let me take it from Danny's point of view when he said they'll be having limited commitment in Europe, which means they'll be having lesser injuries. I beg to differ because we had 2 teams in the EPL who were not competing in Europe last season. Ipswich, they had 31 injuries. Southampton had 27 injuries. They had 23 injuries. So not competing in Europe does not suffice to your team staying fit. Yes. So injuries can hit you at any time.
But there is a possibility that...
There is, but I don't want you to use that as a benchmark because you are not competing in Europe. Now coming to Arsenal, we have signed flurry of players. And there is always this danger when you bring in that high number of players in your squad that it takes time for them to
gel. Yeah.
So at times the expectations can go right through the roof, but I want to be realistic. I'm hopeful that these players will gel in, because at times what it causes is, on the good side, the team becomes competitive, but also it demotivates some players. For example, Nwaneri was dabbling about signing or not, extending his contract or not, because of the players that were mooted that will be coming
in. Yeah.
So at times some of the signings that we do improves the status of the squad, takes it from this level to that level, but it also demoralizes individual players' ego.
Right.
So for me, I want to be hopeful. If as it is right now, I'm not sure Arsenal is going to finish second this season. I'm hopeful that we'll go a step further than the second position we have acquired in the last.
No, you should be definite. Don't hang it.
You're not going to finish second. So it simply means it's Liverpool and Man City.
You had the supporting statement. Let me go over this.
Let's listen attentively. Yes.
Let me go over this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Arsenal is not going to finish second this season.
Okay.
I expect us to go one step
Further. Okay, fantastic.
Wow.
Thank you guys.
Position.
Thank you. You guys are
Okay.
No, he has already said. They said they are going for a treble.
Yes.
Treble.
So
Yeah, the
they're
guy
looking
said that they are going for treble, FA Cup and Champions League.
So we heard him well. That's what he said. He's been singing treble in the last 2 seasons. They almost got to the right time, but
Optimism will kill him.
In 1 week.
Anyway,
Because if I can remember, they lost 3 trophies within a short period of time.
It was within 3 weeks.
2 weeks.
Anyway, guys, it's been a roller coaster time here at the studio. You've seen the energy.
Ken, let's turn the microphone.
Okay, you guys want to ask me a question?
No, it's just one.
Okay.
Can you please name us your top 4 at the end of the season?
Yes, I was going to come to that.
Yes.
So let me talk to our audience first.
Yes.
Guys, you've seen the energy in the studio. You can be part of this community. All you need to do is look at the number on the reels, call the number and say, I want to be part of this team. These are fantastic guys. We're doing a whole lot of stuff to bring the community together. We're sharing our view, our values, the Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool man, the Chelsea man, United man, and here, the Arsenal man.
Encourage the women too.
We're also calling on the women, wherever you are. You sabi talk football, you like football, you sabi argue. You get plays here. For come, look at the line. We know why we need to digress into our local pidgin in order for us to embrace everybody. And love is just oneness. Now, coming to the question that was asked me.
Your top 4, please.
My top 4.
This guy was
Arsenal.
Number 1.
Arsenal, Liverpool,
3,
Man City.
4.
I cannot rule out United.
4.
United is like that dead lion. You don't go and play with the tail.
So you are kicking out these guys on the top.
These guys are jokers.
For
£2 billion.
Yes, they are jokers. They have a problem that they've not addressed.
It's good.
The central defense is bad.
Right.
So onto that, guys, let's have
It's not about-
don't worry. Let's have talk about that because we're already the end time.
Yes.
So, guys, one last word from everyone to our fans. What you have to say, Danny? Say something to the fans.
Hello, viewers. Just expect good things this season for Manchester United because I'm hopeful we're going to do something different. And hopefully things will change
Okay.
and get to where we were before.
To winning ways. And from you, the Blues.
Of course, the Blues, whenever we're the underdog, we come out on top. So, champions, watch out. 2026, 2025 season.
Right. And for you.
This season, we are not just playing for Liverpool, we are playing for Diogo Jota. Rest in peace, Diogo Jota. And Andy.
And you, Hospi.
No London forever. We'll be singing this at the end of the season.
Wow.
Gyökeres.
Yes, when we are parading our trophy in North London.
Okay.
The streets are our own, and my heart will leave me never.
And from me, it is The Offside. Don't forget to like, to share, and subscribe to this community because together we can do greater things. Until then, it is keep it tight!